Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As I said in the beginning, today as you can see, I'm going to be doing my granuts from home. If you're from Uganda, mostly we love to eat this. Back home we call it G-nuts. So today I decided to do my own. Usually I buy the one that has been grounded already, but today this time I just thought I should buy the one which is not made. Then I make it by myself. At least this way I know exactly what I'm eating. I won't have doubts like maybe there's something added to it. And it's not like they add something, but it's always good to see what you eat. So I decided to do this, which is good as well. I like to cook this because it reminds me when I was back home. We used to basically prepare this from scratch, and by then there was no machines at some point, so you do everything from scratch locally, basically with the wooden, how we used to call it, is it mortar, something like that, or pan. People from my part of the country, they will know, they will understand. Or people from not other country, my some what am I saying, some people call it a chinu, so you know what I'm talking about if you're from Uganda or some part of African countries, so you will know. So I bought this 1 kilo of G nuts, or ground nuts as you can say. So mostly back home we used to call it G nuts, like in school people call it G nuts. So, or basically they call it G nuts, or full, or kalanga. That is my language. So I bought 1 kilo, which is 4.99, basically 4.99 per kilo. So I bought it from one of the Ugandan store where we buy our African food straight from Uganda, and is really like organic and all the fresh produce. Normally the produce or the products or the food comes, if you want it fresh, it comes on Wednesday. So by Thursday and Friday at least you can get the nice food before people pick the goods one, basically. So that is that. So I'm going to be using I've not done this before, but I'm going to use my NutriBullet blender, as you can see. Just to be clear guys, this video hasn't been sponsored, and everything I bought, or everything I'm using, I bought using my own money. So without talking too much guys, thank you so much for subscribing, and if you're new here, please support my channel by liking, share, subscribe, and watch as well, and share the videos to your friends, your colleagues, your cousins, and everybody. Yeah, so enjoy the rest of the video guys. And I'm happy I'm growing up, my gosh. So I'm going to start not blending, sorry guys, grinding it basically. So the good good way to do this, just put a little bit. As you can see, I kept on shaking it. So I would advise to just do bit by bit. Don't put too much, because if you put too much, being the peanuts are a bit roasted, you know, they'll stick a bit, on the blades. So compared to the raw peanuts, so if it is raw, it's easier to grind than when it's partly roasted. But it's not bad all in all, I'd say. Oh, excuse me guys, I'm yawning. It's not bad. So, and this is really good. I'm so excited. My god, I was like, oh my god, all this time why didn't I do this? So I think this is a good thing as well. So if I do 1 kilo, I can use it for a couple of times, at least for up to 5 dishes, depending what I'm using it with. And but for this video, in this video today, I'm going to be cooking matoke, or bananas. These bananas are not sweet, so they're basically tasteless kind of thing. The taste is just, you need to add salt to have that taste, but because they are raw, there's not much taste to it. But once you boil it, it's good always to eat with salt. I mean, not salt, my god, something like a nice sauce, meat or chicken or fish like this. And matoke with peanut sauce is one of the most popular food like that go together. And the price is not bad as well, and it can go a long way once you mix this. As you watch the video, you see what I'm trying to say. So as you can see, I tried to do the raw one that is not roasted, plus the one that is partly a bit roasted, so you can tell the difference. The raw one, it will be more powdery than the one that is roasted a bit. So now I'm going to put try to sieve the bits, you know, to separate the bigger bits of bits and pieces, you know, the bits that I haven't done properly, so that I can redo it again, basically to grind it again. As you can see, oh my god, I love this tray guys. I really love this tray. I use it for at least most of, like, for everything, basically for draining my vegetables, as a serving tray as well. I use it for eating, basically for everything. And it wasn't that expensive, only £1 I bought it, I remember, from Poundland. I'm talking about the gray one guys, the one with the holes. So you see what I've done now, I've separated it basically. So, and I'm going to do one more as well, as you can see there. And then, like, back to the matoke, I'll do matoke sauce. Basically this one, normally most people back home, we cook this, or we used to eat this as our breakfast in the morning, you know. But you can also have it as your lunch, and then you have something you dip on the side, like spinach, some greens or meat or fish, things like that. Guys, if you want to see more the dishes I can make with the ground nuts or peanuts or ground peanuts, then subscribe for more videos guys. So yeah, there's so many dishes you can cook with just one one item basically. So yet again I'm separating. So on this case I did a lot. I did almost like 1 kilo, as you can, like I said in the beginning of the video. So I'll keep some for another day. So I'll let you enjoy the video, guys. I must say, guys, this is so satisfying. I find this like cooking is very therapeutic. Like, it calms my mind. I like to do it. Like, if it means staying indoors and just cook, I'll stay indoors and cook and clean and do whatever. There are days like that. So back to the food, guys. As you can see now, I've finished now, and I'm going to put in my glass. Oh my god, I love this. Look, it just looks nice, very attractive, very delicious, even though it's not cooked. So I'll put that, and I'll use some for this dish, and then I'll leave some for another day. And guys, I hope you're enjoying watching the video, and with my chit chat as always. I hope I'm not sounding nervous like a cup of what in some of my videos, because as you all know, guys, confidence is something that is so important. If you don't have confidence in yourself and self-belief, like, it can be such a huge challenge. So cooking for me is one of those things. Basically, I talk to the food, even though I don't like to eat it that much, but as long as I cook and people eat, I'm happy. And I like to try new things. So that is that. As you can see, I've just put that on the side. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Really nice, and it will go a long way. I'll use it for, like I said before, I'm repeating myself now again, for other dishes. So yeah. So now we have the matoke. They have the green bananas that I bought from my local store. I put them in the fridge because if you leave them outside, they'll ripen and it will be all sweet and it won't go nice with the sauce. And I have fresh tomatoes. I have 2 tomatoes and 1 onion. So before I peel it, I'll just put some oil on my hand just to let because what am I saying, because the bananas have this sticky substance that come out, basically like glue or wax, not wax, basically like glue basically. So if you put oil on your hand, at least it won't stick and it will be easier to wash, to clean up, to clean your hands afterwards. So I'll just peel the matoke, remove that, and guys, let me tell you, the skin, the outer skin is also good. Back home we'd use this to, like when you're cooking and then basically to steam the food, you put inside the pan and then pour water and then put your food. Sometimes I do that if the food you are going to eat, or especially the matoke and potatoes and cassava, if we're not gonna eat it straight away, I do this, like I put in my steamer and then I put the banana skins at the bottom and then I pour water, and then I'll put the cooked bananas which I've mashed already into the foil, and then I put that and leave it to steam for quite some time, and by the time you eat it, it's all nice, soft, and warm and hot. But back home we also use the banana leaves. Obviously here I can't just walk into the garden and cut at least one banana leaf to come and use it for steaming. So as you can see now, I've finished to peel the bananas, wash everything. I'll just cut the onion, one onion and the 2 tomatoes, and I won't overcook the tomato, no, overcook the onions. I like my one when I'm eating, at least I can see bits of the onions in it. So in this case, I'm going to fry it slightly, but most people rather do it boiled because the groundnuts already, or the peanut already have ground peanuts have oils in them, so there's no need to add more oil. But for me, I like to put a bit of olive oil. As you can see in the pan there, I've got some oil, not much, just to fry the tomatoes a little bit and the onions. I won't put any curry powders and all that. I like it as natural, as simple as I could, but so as you can see now, tomatoes and onions are all nice and soft. So I've just add in the bananas and let it simmer slightly, and then you have to continue watching to see the rest of it, guys. So now I let it simmer for a few minutes now. As you can see, it's not yet cooked, but it's looking good. So I'll just have, at least, I don't measure exactly, like the measurements are not like precise, is that the word? I just estimate. So I just use my eyes basically, as you can see, as they say back home. So I'll put a few, just a bit there. I'll put some water in the cup to mix, and then afterwards I'll add, of course I'm gonna add a little bit more, little bit, if you've been cooking for so long, you just know when something is not right. And for me, I usually don't test my food when I'm cooking, especially when it comes to salt. I don't know, for some reason I'm like, okay, this is gonna be enough, or this is too much. I just use my, is it my instinct, as they say, and my eyes basically. So rarely I use my taste buds, to my taste buds basically taste the food. Oh gosh, okay, taste the food. So oh my god, this turned out so well, guys. As you can see, very, very nice and simple, to do. And it's good for people if you don't like to eat meat. This is really good. Like, you have your proteins in there, your fat and everything in there. We all need some fats in our system, don't we? So yeah, so that is ready now. I'm going to pour it in the matoke. I've put the heat very low. I don't want it to simmer quickly or to cook very quick, so I'll just leave it on a low cook. No need to rush, just because it's a simple food that it cooks quickly. It will cook anyway, so no need to rush it, unless otherwise if you're in a rush, then yeah. But if you rush it, you put too much heat, the bottom is going to burn. Yeah, bottom of the food basically I'm talking about, guys. The sauce will burn before the actual food is cooked properly. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's always good to let it simmer slowly, guys, you know, slow cook. Yeah, it's looking really good, bubbling. I will leave it to bubble away, and I'll check on it in a few seconds, guys. And guys, yet again, I hope you're enjoying this, you know. And I'm just going to add a little bit of salt now, and we should be finished soon. Rather, you see what I was saying, I just use my handle, you know that this is gonna be enough. And it's not, if it's not enough, you can sometimes tell, okay, maybe I need to add a little bit more. But rarely I taste the food when I'm cooking. I don't like it because I feel like, I find that, like, if I taste the food, you know, and being that I'm cooking it, I find that I'm already, you know, full up or satisfied with the food before even I eat it. So the smell, and you know, I know that, I don't know if most of you agree with me, guys, but yeah. So now it's ready to eat, as you can see them. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, watch, and leave a comment down below regarding this video. Until next time, bye, guys.